Good morning, students. Welcome to Shubhai classes. Today our topic is fungi kingdom. Fine. These are achlorophyllus. Achlorophyllus means these don't have chlorophyll pigment. That's why they act as heterotrophic, and these are spore forming. Spore forming means they form spores. Eukaryotic organism. It means they have well developed nucleus. Fine. Next, cell wall of fungi is made up of chitin or fungal cellulose. Fine. And reserved food is glycogen. Reserved food is glycogen. Like animal has glycogen. Fifth point is they are saprophytic in nature. It means they depend on dead and decaying matter. And they are parasitic. Parasitic means they depend on living organism. Fine. They suck their food from other organisms. And next is symbiotic. They form mutual beneficial connection among organisms to get their nutrition or food. Fine. Next is reproduction. Reproduction is of three types. It is of three means. First is vegetative. Vegetative is done by fragmentation, you know very well, fission, budding. Fine. Next is asexual. Asexual reproduction occurs by some spores like conidial spores, springiospores, and last is zoospores. Third is sexual reproduction. These are occurs by oospores, ascospores, basidiospores. Fine. Next is sexual cycle. There are some steps in sexual cycle. First is plasmogamy. In case of plasmogamy, there is fusion of gametes. Then there is fusion of nuclei. That fusion of nuclei is known as karyogamy. And then there is formation of zygote. And zygote undergo meiotic division and form haploid spores. Fine. Next, there are some classes. There are four classes of fungi kingdom. First is Phycomycetes. They have aquatic habitat. They depend on decaying wood, which is in moist and damp areas. Fine. Next, Mycelium. Mycelium is aseptate and cenocytic. Fine. See, this is a hyphae. This is a hyphae. This single thread like structure is hyphae, and the network of hyphae form mycelium. The whole thing is known as mycelium. Fine. Next, in case of Phycomycetes, a sexual reproduction occurs by zoospores, that are motile spores, and aplanospores, that are non-motile in nature. Fine. Next is Ascomycetes. These are also known as sac fungi. They have saprophytic nature, and these are decomposers, and they can also act as parasitic and coprophilous. Coprophilous means the fungi which can grow on dung. Fine. Next is mycelium. In this case, mycelium is branched and septate. Branched like means it is having branching. Sorry, it is having branching like structure, and it is also having some cross walls. These are these cross walls are known as septa, and these form cellular compartments. Fine. Because of this septa, there is formation of cellular compartment. Next is example of ascomycetes are neurospora, aspergillus claviceps. ठीक, पंजे क्या होता है, फफूंदी होती है. ठीक. Next is Basidiomycetes. These are also known as club fungi. And mycelium is again branched and separate, like in Ascomycetes. And vegetative reproduction occurs by fragmentation, and there is no asexual reproduction in case of Basidiomycetes. Sexual reproduction occurs by basidiospores. Fine. Next is Deuteromycetes. These are also known as fungi imperfecti. These are saprophytes and parasites, and they don't have any sexual cycle. That's why they are known as fungi imperfecti, due to absence of sexual reproduction. Only vegetative and asexual reproduction is known. Next is mycelium. Mycelium is separate and branched. Examples are given here: Alternaria, Trichoderma, and Colatotrichum. If you like my video, then please like, share, and subscribe my channel. Thank you.